All right, it looks like we're live, and for some damn reason I can't get Pam to come up on Messenger. So I'll come in the stream and be able to come up through there. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get going. No specific guest, no specific topic, just a Wednesday afternoon ramble. Hey Craig, welcome. First in, it looks like. Great to see you as always. I've lost the Pam, so I hope she comes in the chat. I still haven't seen your cleaning video, what they're calling Craig's cleaning video, so I need to check that out. Hey Sandy, welcome, welcome. Sandy, I still did not get your address. You sent it through Facebook, you said, and I do not have the address. So that's why you have no calendar still, but if we keep this up, the year will be over anyway, so. Don't know what's going on. I was just saying that I can't find Pam on Messenger, so it's something screwy. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope everybody's okay. Played hooky from work today. That's always good to do sometimes, except I don't have a job anymore, just the ARC volunteering, and I never would stay out of there just to stay out, but sometimes I'd like to. Sometimes I would like to. Hi, yelling. You're talking to yourself. Doing great. I'm doing awesome. Doing awesome. Went to the doctor today and they said I'd probably live another 50 years. So, it would be a hell of a note, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Freezing rainstorm tonight. You know what? It's 77 degrees here in Tennessee near Chattanooga right now, and it's going to be 80 tomorrow. It's sunny, but that kind of partly sunny where the sun's in and out just all the time, not overcast, not cloudy really. So, hey Samantha, aka Sammy. I can't send you the lips right now. But then it's going to get cold again. We'll have air conditioning on the next couple of days, and then we'll go to heat again. But we're getting there. All of the spring stuff is up and blooming, and I've got flowers in my yard. My bushes have their flowers blooming out. So I always love this time of year. Beginning to feel the hay fever, too, from the allergies. We've got a couple of cats at the ARC that have pollen allergies, so they're sneezing. So anyway, what's going on in the fish world? Worm, you almost had me spill my coffee on you, and it's really hot. Shh. Shh. Really hot. I haven't been home but about 30 minutes, and these babies, there's Princess back there. These babies are still not settled down for me getting home. They walked out with me to the street to put the garbage out and get the mail, and we ran around the yard, around the driveway and up the hill and down, but they're still jumping around. So, what is going on new in my fish or my reptiles or, oh, my new rainbow, Brazilian rainbow boa. I thought it for several days, maybe over a week, looked like it was in shed or about to go in shed, and I thought maybe it's sick because I know it has mites, but I didn't want to treat it while it was going into shed. So it during the night last night did shed, and there's a big huge skin in there, and I think it's one big piece, so I'm going to try to get it out. Of course I'll put on some gloves, and I'll need to spray that shed because it'll be covered with mites, but I can measure it if it is intact and see how long the snake is. Oh God, the vet keeps fucking, sorry. I sent a message back to my vet, and her office manager sent me a message saying she was busy and that she would get to it. And I'm like, I know she would get to it. I worked with her, volunteered with her 5 years. And I was just letting her know that I'd sent it because you guys don't always monitor the emails. At least that's what you told me when things haven't been communicated. So she's answered back and said, yes, that's our issue. And I don't want to, I just hate it when people don't take responsibility and go on and on and on. If there's not an apology on the end of that, I'm not even going to answer anymore. I bet my butt, we used to say. Anyway, my fish tank aquatics. Hey, 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 welcome. How you doing? Trash cat, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I've lost the Pam. I don't know where she's at. She might be in here lurking, but I can't find her on Messenger, so I'm just going to have her come up through the chat. Kisses to your warm. All right. That sounds fun. Oh, G-Hop Cutie. Yeah. And you know, I have never treated a snake for mites, but my little, one of my small ball pythons had been sitting in a water bowl. In fact, on Pam's stream the other night, I showed it and showed it to Blake some great advice about a bigger water bowl and stuff. But I pulled little Reggie out of there last night and followed Snake Discovery's advice on how to treat them, mixed up the stuff. I already had it and treated his butt, so I'll treat him again in a week. It's 8 days from then, and change out. He's just on paper towels, no water, no nothing right now. He can have water in a couple of days. But yeah, so I'm just going to go one tank every day till I go all the way around this room. I don't think they all have mites in here, and they don't act like they do, but I'm going to assume they do and just get ahead of it and then have to do them again, everybody again, but I'm keeping them on a schedule so that everybody gets the treatment they should get. Chameleons I don't know about. Maybe somebody in the chat, like a BJ or something. Bob, get your head out of the gutter. She's talking about your dog. No, she's not. She is not. Oh, she said worm. I thought she said to my worm. Oh, worm. Somebody sending you kisses. Worm. Worm. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah, she didn't like me to kiss her especially, but man, she sure loves to grab my face and kiss me. She does that during the night, wakes me up, don't she? She's a good girl. She looks good. She's gained some weight. I'm going to take her to the Ark. He's all yours, I know. G-Hop Cutie. Ivermectin and Frontline. What I did was mixed up the ivermectin, the correct dose, and 32 ounces of water, tap water, and I also put 6 drops of Dawn, D-A-W-N, dish detergent in, which helps the mites slide out between the scales, and it also breaks the hydrogen bond in the water so that the water is just very, very liquid. It won't puddle up. You know how you see drops of water, they'll hold a shape on the surface. It won't do that if it's got Dawn in it, so that really helps the mites come out, slip out. But yeah, I cleaned his area and let him sit in his water bowl in a tub. He didn't try to get out, and it sprayed him, and boy, when I got ready to spray him, he had a fit. So I had mites up to the elbows on both arms, so that's where the Frontline came in handy. Are you going to stream tonight? Who are you talking to? Pam finally showed up. Where the hell, Pam? She said hello to everybody but me. Now, I like that. Doesn't look like it right now. Stomach hurts really bad. Oh, look at it. Pam, I've got some kind of issue with my messenger. I can't find anybody. Today I was able at some point to find the Reptiles with Dee Dee and send you all the combo between Dan the Turtle Man, who will be on next Friday night, guys. Shameless plug. But I can't find you. I can't find anybody on there, and to send you the link. And I've even changed, from Bob to the Ark and back and forth, and it doesn't come up. So, but I can put the link in here. I don't think the band will be streaming tonight either. Roads are closed all across Wyoming, and he's in Denver picking up fish. Ooh. That sucks. Wonder what he's going to do with all those fish. Didn't he have somebody that meets him there and they rebag them and stuff? Does that sound familiar? Oh, hell yeah, I can't wait for Dan. Make sure you talk about the fake turtle rescue. He's been talked about all over YouTube, not just in the reptile community. What are you talking about? Fake turtle rescue. I hadn't heard anything about that. What's that about? Hey, Vinosky. Welcome, welcome. What a fake turtle rescue. What is that about? I can't think of anything about a turtle and Dan. Didn't he talk about something in his last stream, though, about... I can't remember, because I think I was, like, out of it. Mike, welcome back. Can't find you either on Messenger. I'm glad you're back, though. Glad you could make it. How's it going with getting your rent paid, Mike? I'm hoping you're getting donations from people. Worm, you ain't no good. Pam seems like she disappeared. Oh well. No progress yet. Did you get the money that I sent you? Anthony, I saw your TikTok today, and that kind of explains your recent presence, I think. So you're a 90s kid. All right. I guess that means you grew up in the 90s. I'm a 60s and 70s kid. Yeah, suspensions are not cool. Well, I wasn't going to say that. But now you and Pam have something in common. You ran over someone. Bob, I sent through email. Hope it works. Okay, you mean just mail? Okay. I do too, because it's already the end of February. I've actually got 2 of them in my passenger seat I was going to throw in there. People have been gluing rocks and shells onto turtles and scraping it off, causing pain to the turtle, pain for views, saying that they are rescuing the turtles. Yeah, I heard about that. I saw something about that because they do have sensation in their shells. And even like when you pet a turtle or scratch its shell, it feels that and responds to it. Hey, Lori. I didn't see Lori. There she is. Right above there. Well, what does Dan have to do with it? Oh, the other Dan. It's because we were talking about Dan not going tonight. I was still stuck on that Dan. Dan Hodnick. Okay, I've caught up with you now. I've caught up with you now. Turtles are not something I have or that I've ever had except, the little ones we all killed when we were kids. Pam's the turtle man here. I put out a fish video last night. It's the first one I put out in a minute. And it was 4 minutes. And it was very well received. That haven't commented in months on the channel commented. So I'll try to do a couple more like it. Just real short, simple, for dummies like me. What do they call it? Species profile kind of thing. And I did it actually on my Sebrums that I used for the picture tonight, for the thumbnail again tonight. Debating on cricket. Debating on cricket. Not going to work for cricket. Dan the Turtle Man has been leading the way and getting this. I remember something about that now. We talked about that last channel. Our last, not channel, last stream, last time he came on. Well, his channel's really grown since then, too. And I noticed, and Sammy, you in particular might want to know, that his logo, he's shirtless in that. I couldn't help but notice it when, it's just all you see is no clothes, He's such a nice guy. He really, really is a really down-to-earth nice guy. Samuel. Mike, did you say if you got what I sent you or not? Usually you say something or you acknowledge and you didn't. That's why I'm asking, kind of, because I know you need it. It said it went through. It's been a couple days. Yeah, I sent you something too, Mike. Good. Awesome. I'm thinking about ordering me some fish. It's been so long since I've had any new fish. Something from Dan's. But I don't know what. There's so many things I always want. And you, Sam? Yeah, I did, Bob, and thank you. Oh, you're welcome. It's just, normally if we swap something or I send you a snake in the mail or, any little thing like that, you say something. If you did, I didn't see it. So I just wanted to make sure, because I know you need it. You're very welcome. And I hope that other people, as they can, will pick up and be able to help. Ed said on Pam's stream that he wished somebody had reminded him on his stream, so while he's streaming or just before Thursday, I'm going to remind him. I'm a mod there, so I could just go in and post stuff. But he gets a big crown as opposed to the 18 of us. If I get one person, I'm happy. Somebody who wants to hang out, Coral Works. Don't forget to get your hands wet. Exactly. I tell you something, that front line, when you spray it on yourself, it's not fun. It doesn't burn, it doesn't make you sick, but it's, that it's poison. And that's what I did for mites last night. It killed them though. It stopped them dead in their tracks. Yeah, I've got a court Monday going, wait a minute, Going to court Monday, going to be, damn, keeps jumping. Going to be hard to raise 2K by then. Yeah, that would be. What about doing like a chapter 13 kind of thing? I did that once when I was just out of college. I guess I was 21. No, I wasn't. I was older than that because I made a 2-year program into a 4-year program, 4.5, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, I was 21, yeah. Anyway, I got out, and don't you know, I had to get my own apartment, or a nicer one than I had, and a new, brand new, on the showroom floor. I had to have the red one, Trans Am, gorgeous car. I could afford it, you know, but I didn't know anything about how to run a budget. I would always want to pay for like all the drinks if people were partying and the dinner, you know, the food. You know, I always wanted to treat. So got to the point that I couldn't treat anymore, and it went downhill from there. All I asked the judge to let me keep was my living room furniture, a TV, and of course, you know, back then they didn't even have cable then. Jesus, that was in 1980. It was right before cable, I guess, or 79. It only took me a year to have to do that out of school. And my car, I let them have that back because I was moving to New York, already had a job. So I told them they could come and get it. Could have it. Didn't need it up there. Good luck, Mike. I'm shooting for 2K, and so far under 200, not counting gas. I have a feeling Uber is going to have a class action lawsuit for people being paid under minimum wage. I thought, hey Bunny, I thought Uber paid well. I saw one of the cats slinking by. Oh, that's good. That's great, Mike. If you can donate to Mike, there's his PayPal. Or you can also buy him a cup of coffee if you don't do PayPal. And what costs nothing is to share his link in other streams. You can copy it and share it in the next stream you go to. Hey Melvin, always an extreme pleasure to see you, sir. Junebug, where's June? Hey June. Only Oscars. How's Chris doing? What's up with him? Seems like I don't see him anymore. I think I saw a picture of him on Facebook with some young lady, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You know, Bob, I've been posting Mike's link in every single stream I mod for with permission. Awesome. From the channel owner, of course, but everybody has been more than willing to let me. That's great. Yeah, I know I've been in several, and I lurk a lot. I've learned to lurk and keep my mouth shut. And I've seen you posting it as well. Bob, I should know this, but how big is the tank behind you? It's the 180. I don't think it looks that big. I'm 4.5 feet, even leaning back away from it. So if I went back there, it would look big, maybe. See that? Yeah, I guess they're swimming around. I don't see a lot of them. They had a water change. That was last night, like 2 in the morning. I was either going to have to top it or change it, and I decided I'll just go ahead and change it out. and they had like 40, 45, quite 50. I'm not going to talk about Joel. I'm not going to talk about Joel. I'm not going to talk about Joel. Okay. Alrighty. That sounds like a good advice. Oh, she fell asleep, it looks like. She likes her old pop. She does. I wonder sometimes if she misses her sisters. Bob. I thought I just answered that. How big is the tank behind you? It's a 180. It's still a 180. Pam, or anybody, Mike, anybody that has me on Messenger, I know Pam does, message me on Messenger and see if I get it and see if I can respond to it. I've never not been able to find people on Messenger that I know. And for like the last 3 hours, 4 hours, I haven't been able to. So I don't know what's going on. Pam, if you want to come up, you yourself, Anthony. Thank you. Anthony just messaged me. Pam just messaged me. All right. So when I come out of this screen, I'll see. I see the link. It wasn't there earlier. Well, I haven't been able to find you to send it to you. I don't think it's this link. See if it is. I didn't even think I could find you to send it. I'm waiting on a thumbnail from Dan. I hope he don't send that one with no shirt on. With the shirt off, I mean. And expect me to put that up as a thumbnail. Where's Tommy? Wait, is Coral Tommy also? No, they're Silver Creek. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. So Pam, if you don't go tonight, that'll be a place that if a body wanted to do a random stream, like a reptile slash fish or fish slash reptile, they could. Mike and I did that one time when you didn't go. Hey, Tommy boy. Now we all know what Bob is hoping for. I wonder if he got his Magic Mike ticks yet. What is Magic Mike? Wait a minute. I might know what that is. Magic Mike. Oh, is that guy that they had a movie like, I don't know, 10 years ago, and they were strippers or male entertainers, and it's like a part 2 of that? Hell, I don't know. What is Magic Mike for $2,000? That's what I think. Tatum? No, not Tatum. I'm thinking of Tatum O'Neal. No, this guy's name is Tatum something, isn't it? And he would be like 35 or 40 now, I guess. But anyway, I think he has to strip to survive. I don't know. I think I saw something about this. Yeah, that Tatum guy. Okay, so that ought to get me 1,000 right there. Channing Tatum. Yeah, it's got 2 girls' names. Channing Tatum, like Carol Channing. Magic Mike is about male strippers. Yeah, but there was another one on. This is a sequel. Yeah, I know what it is. No, I haven't got my tickets, and I wouldn't waste them on that my money on that stuff. I could have some fish or plants or lizards or something. Chip and Dale. No, I don't need that. Guys, I'm nearly 70 years old. My porn days are long, long since gone. We'll be doing Star Trek. June didn't answer me, but I don't think she does. I don't know. Seems like she doesn't talk to me in my streams. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. We'll be doing Star Trek trivia. Nice. You look great, Bob, for 70. Well, I'm not 70 quite, but thank you. I'm 67. I'm the same age as Pam. Trek trivia, just give me the points. I know Star Trek trivia is not something that I could get any points at unless it's the old original TV stuff. Gonna spot you 20 points. There you go. You can't beat that. You are number one on the spreadsheet. Interesting. All right. Oh my God, this is only halfway over. Bob, when I'm 104, I hope I look as good as you. Well, let me just point out that you don't right now. So that'll take a lot of surgery, Sammy. But looks aren't important. And when you're 104, I'll help you. I'll be there for you. What would be a good starting price for Seaport 5-gallon tanks? Thinking of selling them. I haven't heard of that brand. Is there anything special about them? I know, right, Coral? Oh, Seaport. I have heard of those. No idea what a 5-gallon costs. Are they rimless? Some of those small tanks are ridiculous. You wish you were warm? With me sweating all over you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See how good she looks? She's not so skinny. Beveled glass. Beveled glass, not rimless. How the hell do you know if it's beveled if it has a rim on it? Singapore are made in the Midwest. I don't know. I thought they were Canadian, but I don't know. I've never had one. I can't afford nice things. Ken's Fish sells them for $17, Anthony. There you go. So you could ask 15 all day long, and that gives you room to come down. I still don't get how they can be beveled glass, not rimless. Oh, hell no. I almost removed myself from the stream. Well, maybe I need to do like a giveaway or something. But then you have to get past worm. We have them in Pittsburgh, our local LFS store, Elmer's and Monroeville. How much do they go for? Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Tonight is not going to be fun. It isn't even dark yet. And it is -5. Pam, have you got that new heater hooked up? It's just weird how it can be 77 here and -5 there. They're in California, like 30 minutes from me. How many of them do you have, Anthony? He's still 60 when got up this morning. It's dropped to 25 now. Well, after applying backgrounds and destroying your hands and aqueous tanks, you'll feel the difference. All edges are beveled, nice. Oh yeah, it is nice. Beveled corner glass tanks are easier to reseal and less likely to leak from what I have heard. That would make sense. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, definitely. Jesus, it's quiet in here except, did you go to sleep? I saw your little head go down. She went to sleep. You can see her. Let's let them see how fat you are now. How big she is. Hold on. Look at that. Her skinny hip bones. Still got her curly tail. Yeah. Between 16 and 24. My problem is most of my tanks are newer, except for the 120 or 125 that Ed's coming to get. I put reptiles in all of them and just convert them. It's bloody torture. I've never resealed one. The closest I've ever came is to put these plexiglass doors or, conversion kits on tanks to use them for reptiles or other things. And that's messy. It's not hard, it's just messy. I've done 3 or 4 of them now. I need to do another one. I've got a 20 long and a 10 here that I can put on. And I've got several 10 gallons empty with water just sitting in them. I had 240 breeder C4 tanks. I love them. Nice. I've got 3 40 breeders in my bedroom that just have plants and snails and stuff. No fish in them, and I'm not going to put fish in them. They're going to have reptiles. They have stands too, so. Sam stepped away, but I'm never on Discord. Wouldn't know how to, because I can't even read a full sentence on my phone. Do you need my email? I'm on Discord, but I don't hardly ever go on there. Talk to Father Fish a little bit, and Lazarus, and a couple other people. Just had a question for you about what you were talking about that night in Georgia's stream. I just wanted a little more clarity, but it's not too important. Oh, what a big yawn. This girl needs a nap. We'll take a nap right after this. Look at her. Bless her. Bless her. Oceanic tank quality for sure. I've never had an oceanic either. Speaking of oceanic, what is that guy's name? He used to stream late night with Adele. I hadn't seen him. For some reason I thought of him, some thought I had or something, and it connected to him a couple of days ago. I just thought of it again. Something about trains is the name of his channel. The dog wants kisses. She actually doesn't. She doesn't like me to kiss on her. She pulls away, but as soon as I close my eyes and she's beside me, she grabs my mouth and turns me toward her and starts kissing. See a 4.5 gallon sells for $20.99 here in Pittsburgh. So it's $4 more there. Nobody knows who that is I'm talking about. I can't remember. Is it Roundhouse? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is Roundhouse. I just wonder, I hadn't seen him. Still solid as a rock. Nice. 135 gallon. What's in it, Sandy? Turtles? No. I think the turtles are gone. I know that I hit 9 instead of 0 a lot. Had a lady came by today from Stevens Forever Farm Rescue. Stevens Forever Farm something. And they don't adopt pets or farm animals, but they have rescued people. Like people get a pot-bellied pig and they decide they don't want it, and chickens and stuff like that. Rabbits, chipmunk. She's also a rehabber for wildlife. But anyway, she said they have 19 cats, of course, that are spayed or neutered and live there. And they had ordered them some toys, and it was cheaper to get a pallet of toys than it was just to get a box. So she bought a box of like 50 of those by today, and I took a picture of her. Hey, Paul, hope you're doing well. And put it on the ARC's Facebook. And the cat started to play with the toys. It's called burrito kicker something. And they're pretty cool looking, but they're stuffed with catnip. And they kind of played with it a little bit, and then they didn't want to have anything to do with it. So I'm going to try to give most of them away to people that have cats. What's up, Paul? What have you been up to today? Paul and Jenny Lynn are two people that I would like to see him. Wait, he has a guest. He was a guest, wasn't here. Who was he with? Vibes, I think. The seals are beat up just so it holds water. That's all that matters. High quality tanks. The nicest tank I have, I won't be able to think of the name of it. They were bought out by another nice tank company. Is my 30 breeder, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a 40 breeder that's shorter, and it's what I've got my mud skippers in. I can't remember the name of it. I paid out the hoo-ha for it too. Homework. What? Oh, Dee Dee went back to school. Hey, Peplin. Hey, Brian. It's the prime of its life, right? Funny is your email on your fish film because I sent whoever's email that goes to an email. I put all of my personal information on there. Social security number, mother's maiden name, and everything. Damn, send me one. Send one to me. Sam. Using it to buy my next car. Nice. Share, Dee. He don't have any fish, so that means he's got money, right? Jesus. Gomez is begging to get out. I left him out again the other night. I remember saying the other night that I forgot and left him out in that big plant up on that 180 up there. I'll be damned if I didn't do it again. I think it was the night before last. He was fine. He was just sitting up there all tucked in and curled up. At least it's going to a good person. That's true. That's the correct email. My air conditioning's just powering on through. It feels great, but I'm still sitting here drinking coffee, sweating. Sipor is one of the only companies that still makes a 20 show or 15 show portrait, and I believe that's true. Yep. There's a place over yonder in Nashville, about 2 hours from here, that I wanted to go to, but they require an appointment for a tour. I know Ben, what's his name, that moved to Nashville, he went there, but they make custom tanks, expensive things. I've never been there. I still like to do that. I won't be buying any more tanks, but maybe I could have got a custom plexiglass for my Baku back there. There went TV. Another activity back here with these dogs. Yeah, Ochart. Being Ochart. I sent him a donation one time and he sent me a great big huge sticker like a 5x7, maybe a 3x5. It was a big sticker. Yep, still got it in my stickers. My newest tank is still wrapped in its shipping box. And what kind of tank is it? What size? What's it made out of? Anyone breed mealworms? I think Susie Q started breeding them. She's talking about it. I think it was Geeky Geckos we had on the reptiles, and he was talking about how easy it was to breed them and keep them refrigerated, and she was talking about it. Breeders are definitely the best tank for the fish. Yeah, stocking, but water tanks are so cool, right? It's an acrylic 300. Oh, that's nice. The one, well, you can kind of see it behind this 180, and the end of it is like a foot away from that one, is a 125 acrylic, but it's a tall, it's 5 feet and not 6 feet long. I clicked the wrong button when I ordered it. I think I ordered it from PetSmart, and they delivered it, and I had to unbox it. And then I've got two 50s that are acrylic that I love. It's what my Oscar's in, and my Hoplos, and then the other one's got Jack Dempsey's. I want to do something else with those. I love my acrylic tanks, but damn, they're expensive. Thanks for posting the link, Sammy. Anthony, I've still got the convict, the great big male convict fish. He lives in a 10-gallon with just a heater and floating pond plants right by the window back there on that other wall. He's a big old thing. No filtration other than the plants. No aeration, just that heater. It's a cheap heater, and it's a 10-gallon tank. And he's done great in there. He killed everything else I put in there with him, including the other convicts. So it's the last of Nathan's convicts. A 360 has very tall and 8 foot long. I bet that's a beautiful tank. Odd dimensions. Rob, that's on the Tennessee Fish Mafia panel Sunday nights when he can come, he saw one of the dogs on the ark and messaged me last night about it. And he was going to come today with Tammy, his wife, and look at it, and she put the brakes on that, he said. It's a little black dog that we got that was rescued in Arkansas on a flooded island in a duck blind. And she's done so good for us, socialized so well. There's a video of her actually on the Ark's Facebook I put on there a couple days ago, sleeping in one of the wingback chairs by the fireplace. She's so sweet. But the only name she ever had was Girl, so we tried to think of what would go good with Girl, and we finally settled on Daisy Girl. And she doesn't respond at all to the Daisy part yet, but as soon as you say girl, she's all up on you. But she's still there. Glad to hear it is still going. Yep, yep, I've tried to put others with it, but it will not. I thought about putting it in this 180, but I don't want it killing my stuff in there, so. What's the smallest tank you can keep an adult Oscar? I wouldn't, June would know more about that than I would, but mine is in a 50, one of those acrylics. He's not an adult. He's about 5 inches maybe 6. But he's not nearly an adult, maybe. The 40 breeder, but I might be getting that mixed up with turtles. Ethan, it has Fish Mania that also comes on the panel sometimes. I was just on there showing his big new tanks a couple weeks ago. He sometimes gets some huge Oscars in, and I've done a couple videos on him, like doing store tours. And when I was there last time, I didn't video, but he had some beautiful, huge, like a foot long. Gallons are irrelevant. It's depth and height for Oscars. When you say depth, you mean front to back. For turning around. Yep. Yep. Same with my pocket. There's some big old fish. They're 14 plus inches now. At 2 and a 6 foot 150. 2 foot, yeah, 18 wasn't enough for how I enjoy. Yeah. Thirsty Rabbit, yeah, he's got some awesome fish. I wish he did more videos than he does. What about a 60 gallon? The new 60 gallons. 60 breeders, I think they are. It might not be long enough. It's a tank I won't ever have unless I just find it on my porch one day. I'm not buying any more tanks. I think I started my stream at 1 minute after 6, and it says I've been streaming 58 minutes and 54, 55, 56. So I'm going to shut her down here in just a minute. Thirsty Rabbit, thanks for sharing that. He's got an awesome channel, guys. He's Australian too. If you're not sub to him, he's got dogs, other things. He's got a cool channel. The bigger the better with Oscars. I keep my Oscars in at least at 240. That's just me. Well, I'm sure they love that. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out and thanks for talking about fish. Appreciate it. And Worm says she's going to take a nap. She's glad you got to see her. Yep. She looked at her, roll her eyes. She's like, don't do that. So y'all be good, and I will, no Dan's fish tonight, right? Pam said she thought not because that he wouldn't be able to get back from Denver with the fish he picked up. But he could stream anywhere he's at if he wanted to. So I don't know that, and she said she's not. So thank you, Sammy. Thank everybody for hanging out. I enjoyed y'all. I always appreciate people coming in. Always. So see you in the next one, wherever that is. Love y'all. Bye bye. Tell the people bye. Oops. There we